Clark was like, I've been riding for you since day one. I'm like, baby, it's been one day. Like, you just got into Casa. You just got into the villa. Like, we are just in Casa more now. Like, you've only known him for one day. So, of course, you've been riding with him since day one. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bravo by Gays. It's me, Larry. Guys, we have so much to talk about. I didn't get a chance to catch up with you guys last week, so we're gonna cover a lot of territory today. I am so into Love Island now, so we're gonna talk about that. We are going to cover Miami, because what the hell were the last 10 minutes of last week's episode. It was absolutely crazy. I have some thoughts on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and that last episode that just aired. So there is so much to cover. I hope you guys had a great week. If you are listening to this today, which is Saturday, June 28th, I normally give you guys these announcements at the end. I want to give it to you at the beginning. Tonight is my Pride event at Outer Harbor, Terminal B in Buffalo with Danielle Cabral from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So if you want to come to that, it's like an all-day thing. It's from 3 until 10 at night. We have Danielle Cabral from RHONJ. I'm hosting the VIP section with her. But we also have Bob the Drag Queen from RuPaul's Drag Race and Traders. And we have Rebecca Black. So what a way to close out Pride Month than to come and hang out with all of us. It's going to be so much fun. You can get a ticket at the link in my bio over on my Instagram page and just come and have a great time. It's going to be a blast. I'm so excited to see Danielle. If you guys saw her Instagram story, she's had so much drama with getting to Buffalo, even though she's only in New Jersey. Her flight got canceled. She had to drive overnight. It's been a whole thing, but I'm excited to see her. And you guys know I'm a huge Traders fan, so I can't freaking wait to see Bob the Drag Queen. But yes, I hope to see you guys at that. Let's wrap it up and let's get into what we're here to talk about. Let's head over to Fiji, guys. We're going to start off with Love Island. All right, guys. So I have to admit, this is the first season of Love Island that I am watching. I've heard so much about it in the past. I know season 6 was so epic. The cast was amazing. The show was so good. They have their own spinoff, which is Beyond the Villa, following a few of them around LA. I don't know if I'm going to watch that because I didn't watch season 6. I just started with season 7. Now, first of all, obsessed. Don't know how I have lived without this show. It is so freaking good. Now, I didn't start when everybody started, when the season first started. All of my friends have been talking about Love Island for the past couple of weeks, and I've of course seen clips on TikTok and the internet here and there, whatnot. And so I kind of had an idea of some of the highlights of what was going on, but I never knew the exact concept of the show or what the hell it was. Now, I am a bitch that does not like to feel excluded. I want to be in on everything that is going on. So I made the commitment to myself that I was going to watch season 7. And so on Monday, I started my journey. I watched 20 episodes of Love Island in 2 days, guys. And I'm hooked. Like I said, I do not know how I have lived without watching the show. Now, I know there are different franchises. UK, I heard, is amazing. Australia, I heard, is also amazing. There's also, I feel so many seasons, and each season has so many episodes. So I'm sure I can dabble into some of the past seasons, but it's going to take me some time. But at least I know what's going on now. And let me tell you, it's fucking nuts, okay? Because last night's episode, you're listening to this on Saturday. Thursday night's episode was absolutely wild. And who knows what the hell's going to happen on Friday. But I'm here for everything. Huda Are you kidding me? Like, this woman is absolutely crazy, but there is no doubt in my mind that she is going to be a star when this season is over. Now, I like looked at her Instagram following. She has like, when I looked in the beginning of the week, she had like 600,000 followers. And I'm sure a majority of that is like from Love Island. Because I saw a TikTok where someone had like looked at their following at the beginning of the season. She had like 100 and something thousand. Now she has like almost 800,000 followers. It is absolutely insane. But she is like a star. She like truly is. I mean, I don't, there's so much to talk about. Like her and Jeremiah, and then like her pulling Pepe for a talk. I don't know where to begin with any of this. I will say, I'll tell you my favorites. I love Shelly. I love Alandria. I loved Charlie. I am so sad that he is no longer at the villa. That man, he is so fine. I don't know what it is. I love him. I loved him in Hannah. Listen, I love Sierra. I like Iris. I like all of them, guys. The only one who I do not like is Ace. And it's time for him to go. I cannot stand that man. And you know what? I see a lot of people online talking about how they want Jeremiah to come back. I don't want that either. I didn't really care for Jeremiah. I really agreed with everybody else when they were saying that like he was falling into kind of like the same rhythm he fell into with Huda in the beginning when he was going after his second connection. And I just didn't like it. I like the people that are actually using this experience and like trying to make connections with multiple people and not just kind of falling into a relationship with someone after only a couple of days. What I think is absolutely crazy is that it's only been a couple of weeks and these people are like so serious. And now listen, I guess if you're in that situation, time probably feels like it's so much longer than what it actually is. But it is wild to me that on Thursday night's episode, when Ace was talking to Coco, and Coco... Was it Coco? No, I'm sorry. It was Clark. When Ace was talking to Clark, Clark was like, I've been riding for you since day one. I'm like, baby, it's been one day. Like, you just got into Casa. You just got into the villa. Like, we are just in Casa more now. Like, you've only known him for one day. So, of course, you've been riding with him since day one. It's crazy. It really is insane. And it's like, I'm watching it trying to, like, have the mindset of, like, what they could possibly be going through in real, like, obviously we're watching this, like, in real time, but it is, I don't know. Like, to me, it's so crazy that, like, Sierra and Nick, of course, like, have such a strong relationship, but they've only known each other for, like, a week and a half. Like, it's just, I think that's what makes the show so much better, because I'm just like, damn, this is like crazy. They don't even really know each other. But like, I guess if you're just like kind of secluded with each other, you have all this time to figure it out. And like, maybe you just like share more because you're together so much. I don't know. It's all so fucking crazy. I will tell you, the challenges are fucking wild. I have never seen so much making out on television. It is absolutely insane, but I'm here for every single piece of it. I love the people in the comments on like videos online that are just like, oh my God, all they do is make out. I mean, they have nothing else to do. I'm like, what? It's Love Island. Like, and what I also find funny is that like some of them are like, I only make out during challenges. What? Like, that's so crazy. The challenges are absolutely insane. It's my favorite part. They get so into it, and like when they did the makeout challenge on Thursday night's episode, Sierra killed it. Like, I absolutely loved that she was like licking that man's stomach and chest and then making out with him. like in some type of like reverse cowgirl position thing she had going on. They know what they're doing. They are putting on a show, and I am absolutely here for it. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about it. I was shook on Tuesday's episode when Nick and Alandria got voted off, and then she pulled up in that G-Wagon and picked him up, and then come to find out they drove off to a date together and they're now coupled up. I mean, that's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. I love that they made the decision to go back into the villa. I think it would have been so stupid of them to not go back into the villa and to just go home. One, they both have people that they really care about that are back in the villa, and I couldn't see either one of them just leaving. They had multiple connections that I'm sure they wanted to see if would foster into anything. And two, the fame alone that they're going to get from this show, I feel like one would want to like hold on to that and stay on as long as you can. But listen, I'm not gonna lie, I really think that there's like a connection between Nick and Alandria, and it's hot. I mean, they are both hot. So I can't wait to see what happens with that. I love that they snuck into the villa in the middle of the night while everyone was sleeping, and then in the morning they woke up and jumped out of bed and said, "Hi, Islanders." Like, listen, it was amazing. Some of the people looked like they were shocked, honey. It was absolutely amazing. I loved everything about it. And I will say, I can't wait to see Sierra's reaction, because Sierra doesn't know that Nick and Alandria are back at the villa. I'm interested to see what's going to happen there, because if you remember when her and, I keep wanting to call him Elon, but I think it's Elan. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but whatever. When her and him were chatting, he was like, "Oh, I want to like see if there's any like passion there in the kiss aside from like outside of the challenge," and she turned him down pretty much and like told him no. But Alandria and Nick, they did not say no. Nick was like, "I want to see if there's like something there like outside of the challenge," and they went after it in Soul Tides, and I love to see it. It was hot. I loved every single thing about it. I love this show, guys. Listen, I downloaded the app. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on that app. Apparently you use it to vote. I was looking through the store. I think I got to buy a Love Island water bottle. I'm all in. I'm all in on Love Island. I'm obsessed. I really am. I had to work on Thursday night, and I'm like, I hope I make it home by 9 o'clock, because I need to watch this shit ASAP. And the same thing with I've got plans Friday and Saturday, but I'm just like, do you alter your schedule to make sure that you are home in time to watch Love Island? Because listen, again, like I said, I'm very new to this, but I know people are obsessed. Listen, I know that Love Island people do not like Wednesdays and Sundays because there are no new episodes. Or is it Saturdays? Wednesdays? I think it's Wednesdays and Saturdays, right? I'm not sure. I think it's Wednesdays and one other weekday. I'm going to Google it real quick. But I know the Love Island people do not like those 2 days of the week. I'm chronically online, as you guys know. And I see people online, they're like, "Oh my God, how is there no new Love Island tonight?" So I'm assuming a lot of you guys do adjust your schedule so you are home by 9 o'clock to watch that show. Okay, it says every days except Wednesdays. I think that's a lie. I think they're missing one other day. But you let me know if I'm wrong. I also like, how long is this show? Like, I don't even know what to expect. Is it like, what do we have, 2.5 more weeks? I have no idea. I feel like I don't want it to end. It's so good. Guys, listen, now I understand I'm a mom, mamacita? What? Like, are you kidding me? It's so funny. Amaya Papaya, God bless that woman. I love her so much. The words that she is saying, she's making up her own. She's got her own language. I'm here for it. She's going to be a star as well. I love the theatrics of her crying, like at anything. She cries at the drop of a dime. And there was a TikTok that I saw that was like, oh, she's on the wrong show. She belongs on like a telenovela. Like, it is just hilarious. I need that woman to stay with Zach, or I need her to stay on the show. I hope her connection lasts. I love that, like, she knew that she either had to make a connection or leave the island, but when she made the connection, she was like so visibly upset that the connection she made was going to cause one of her girlfriends to go home. Like, girl, you knew that was a potential thing that was going to happen. Like, you pulled Zach. Like, you knew that if there was a connection that was made, Alandria had the potential to be single. I don't know. I just feel like she's very misunderstood. I love her so much. Also, is her last name Papaya? Like, where did Amaya Papaya come from? Is that just like a nickname that somebody made up? Whatever it is, I'm totally here for it. Listen, my girl Shelly, I don't know who she should end up with. I mean, right now she's coupled up with, I think his name is Chris. He's 6'7". He is fine as hell. And then there's Ace. Listen, guys, I said it earlier. Ace has got to go. He's got to go. I don't know what it is about that man. I just do not like him. He moves sneakily. He's like a snake in the grass. I do not like it. I don't think I'm alone with this. I've seen videos or like TikToks as well of people who feel the same way. I'm not a fan of him. I don't know what it is. Listen, Tyler has some decisions to make as well, because I don't know. It's just crazy. Oh, God, no, guys, I got it mixed up. Tyler is with Clark. So that makes so much more sense now. Okay, so that's what I meant. Earlier when I was talking about Clark and Ace, no, that wasn't it. Ace is with Coco. Clark and Tyler. Clark was the one that told Tyler, I've been riding with you since day one. And it's literally only been a day. So I apologize about that mistake. Don't come at me in the comments. All right? Don't at me. I can't. I'm new to this. Tyler has, listen, Tyler has to live now with Alandria and Nick in the villa together as a couple. And I wonder how that is for him. What I love about it is that, like, they're there right now. Like, right now, they're doing something pertaining to the show. And it's like, what the hell are they doing? Like, it's wild, the turnaround that they do in editing these videos and getting the content out so quick. I'm here for it. I'm here for everything Love Island. I see everything about Huda. There's like Huda haters online. I don't know. I thought it was a little cringe when Alandria like got voted off and she fell to the knees and let out this wail of a scream, like she just found out like something awful happened to one of her loved ones. It was so over dramatic. But I get it. Like, you went into the show with her. But also, like, it's been 2 weeks. Like, it's so crazy. I can't. Listen, her and Jeremiah situation really took me out. I was like, oh. In the beginning of the season 2, she's like, oh, people call us the mom and dad of the group. I'm like, baby, it's been 3 days. What? She fell quick. Now, she is absolutely stunning. So the fact that she dove right into Jeremiah kind of blew my mind. I thought that she kind of maybe would have tested the waters a little bit and made more connections with other people. But she didn't. But I like the fact that she's open to it now. And she's a star. She really is a star. Now, she is not my favorite, but I think she is absolutely a star. I love it. I do. There was one other thing I was going to talk about in regards to love. Listen, Nick, baby, he is He's smooching. I think he's kissed everybody in the house. He might have even kissed the boys at this point. I don't even know. That man is making out with everybody. He is taking full advantage of this situation, and I'm here for it. Love him. Guys, I love... My poor Charlie had to leave, but listen, TJ came in. TJ is fine as hell. I like him. Listen, okay, now do I like him as a person or do I like the way he looks? I don't know. I think it's just he's a hot guy, but they're all hot. They are all absolutely stunning. Do more people come in? Like, are there more bombshells waiting to come into the villa after Casa Amor is done? I don't know how this works. Give me all of your Love Island knowledge. I want to know everything that you think that I should know about this show. I'm going to talk about it as long as it's on. So, I mean, just be prepared. I'm going to be yapping until the end of time. Well, until the end of probably the next 2.5 weeks when the show is still on. But it's so good. Listen, my girl Paige was on an episode. She did a challenge. I loved seeing her on there. Poor girl was hot as hell in that heat and had to leave her challenge early because she said she was feeling like a rotisserie chicken in that suede dress. Now, you guys know I love me some Paige. If you listen to Giggly Squad, she told us everything that happened about her experience at Love Island. We didn't get to see her fits on the show, but she showed us her fits on TikTok. I'm happy she got to go see the villa. Now, I'm not watching the After Suns because it really just seems like a recap of what's happened during the week, and I have already watched it, so I feel like I don't need to see that. But I did watch Paige's After Sun. She looked amazing. The Megan Thee Stallion challenge was probably one of my favorites. I thought that was amazing. I love that Meg just went in and was talking to the girls in their glam area and really just having so much fun with them. I love that she said Alandria's name, and Alandria was like, oh my God, you know my name. The amount of people that watch this show is absolutely mind-blowing, that I love that celebrities are even in on it. Like, it's crazy. But the Megan Thee Stallion challenge was one of my favorites. The guys were so extra. I loved everything about it. The girls, I mean, listen, they have got body, yaddy, yaddy. The girls are absolutely stunning. So they were throwing it back and twerking and doing all the things. And the challenges are so much fun. I loved everything about it. I mean, listen, I'm just talking overall about Love Island, not just specifically this last episode. I loved when Sierra came in and they had that dominatrix, was that Sierra? No, that was Iris. That was such a good entrance. I loved when she came in that little scene moment thing. My favorite was when Sierra came in though. Sierra and Charlie came in. They made out with everybody while they were blindfolded, and then they got to go to that hideaway area. That was my favorite entrance for Bombshells. I'll tell you the one challenge I didn't really like was that milk challenge. The spitting the milk in someone's mouth and then having to put that in the bucket. That was not it for me. That was absolutely disgusting. But they make it fun. They make it cute. And again, I just don't know how I lived without this show. It's really so good. I wish there was a live feed so we can see what was going on when we're not watching. But I guess that would defeat the purpose because the turnaround on the editing is absolutely amazing and so quick that we don't really need a live feed. But maybe just give us a glimpse of something for 20 minutes on a Wednesday when you're not dropping an episode. I don't know. Peacock, kudos to you. It's such an amazing show. And like I said, we're going to continue to talk about it. But let's head over to Miami because I have some thoughts about Wednesday night's episode. All right, guys. Real Housewives of Miami. No one does it like my girls over in Miami. It is an absolute stunning, killer, amazing franchise. I love it so much. And I just want to touch on a few things from this last episode because I was watching this and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. First of all, I love that Marisol and Steve are finally legally married. Now, we've seen them have a couple of wedding ceremonies. There was one in Scotland where she looked amazing in that like plaid green dress. But now she is legally married. I love the way that they did it. Like, cute little white dress, a veil, some flowers, and they rode the motorcycle to the courthouse. It just seemed so cute and fun and like carefree. I love Marisol. So I'm so happy that they are now legally married. And I love that Alexia decided to throw them kind of like a wedding reception, essentially is what it was. But I don't think anyone thought that wedding reception was going to end the way that it did, because let me tell you, that shit was absolutely bananas, okay? We had the girls all showed up. We had Larsa, we had Alexia, we had Kiki, we had Julia, and we had Guerdy. Now listen, Guardians rise, because I got my girl Guerdy's back in this entire situation, and it's only been 3 episodes. Like, you've got to be kidding me. I've said this on like 2 podcasts ago, that Julia's blowing this entire situation out of proportion, but Guerdy gave us way more intel onto why Julia is the way that she is. So again, not the time or place to be having this conversation at Marisol's wedding reception. Absolutely insane. So I thought that Julia was just mad over the text message. But apparently it just seems like there is way more than that. And so Guerdy walks into the wedding reception. She says hello to all of her girlfriends, and she goes up to Julia and says, "Oh, hi, you look like a friend that I used to know." I mean, girl, epic way to address someone, especially someone that you know that you're beefing with. Now, listen, Larsa talks to the girls about Milan and Lisa and Jody, and that's a whole other thing. I really just want to focus on the Julia and Guerdy portion of it. And it is absolutely insane. So Guerdy tells us, and by us I mean the viewers, and the girls. She tells the girls, and we're just watching, that something happened after this like cruise that they went on. Guerdy says that the ladies were going on a cruise and they were offered 3 itineraries, 1, 2, or 3. And what that means is it seems like there were 3 different date blocks that they could have gone on. And Guerdy went on itinerary 1, and it was her and Russell. And when they got back from their cruise, she was home unpacking, and Julia seems to have been going on itinerary 2, which is like the next block of days. Well, something happened with Martina where she wasn't able to go, and Julia called Guerdy and was begging her to go on the ship with her so she wasn't alone, and that Martina wasn't able to go. And Guerdy's asking her why, and Julia would not tell her why. Now, this is like, seems kind of like her thing. So first of all, when Julia had the Zoom call with the ladies about expanding their family and her adopting the 2 boys, Guerdy sent her the text message and was like, "Oh, like, what's going on? I'm so sorry." And Julia goes, "Oh, it's out there. You can read it in the news." Girl, just tell her what it was going on. Now you're calling her upset, asking her to go on a cruise with you, but you won't tell her why. You tell her, "Oh, I'll tell you when you get on the ship." Bitch, I'm not getting on a ship with you if you won't tell me why you need me to go on the ship. It's absolutely insane. Now, let me tell you, Julia does seem like she is drunk at this point. She is very extra loud. Her voice is like over the top. I know she's irritated and like upset, so that could have been like a factor into the way that she is acting, but it just seems like she has had a little bit too much to drink. So Guerdy is saying like all of this stuff, and Julia tells her like Martina had a medical issue and she wasn't able to come, and I told you that. And Guerdy's like, "No, you didn't." And so Julia gets so upset she throws a cup of water and it splashes all over the ladies, especially Guerdy. They like pan the camera to Guerdy and she has water all over her face, chest, and dress. Now, let me tell you, in that moment, if that were me with somebody, that shit would have turned from the Real Housewives of Miami to Baddies Miami real quick, because that is not fucking cool. Like, that is not cool at all. I did not like that. Guerdy, I think, handled herself very, very well, because if that were me, it would have been a whole other story. That is not... Like, why are you throwing shit? Like, I feel like that's also such a go-to housewife move. Like, it's already been done. Like, don't try and make it happen again. Like, use your words. Like, and also, why are you this upset about that? Like, it really is not that serious. I think you're doing it more for the show than you are for, like, the way that you maybe really feel in real life in the situation with her. And I love the way that Guerdy handles herself. And she literally was like, girl, if she was sick, then why are you going on the ship? And she was like, also, why are you in New York City getting a facelift when Martina is in the midst of chemo? Like, at priorities, almost. It's like, girl, figure out your priorities. Now, was she being paid to go on the cruise? I would assume that she was. So that's work. I get that. But also, like, if she's having a medical emergency, then maybe you don't need to go on the cruise and you just cancel and go be with your wife. I don't know. The whole thing is absolutely insane. And I don't know how much more I can put up with it. And we're only 3 episodes in, so I hope they squash this shit. And listen, I know Guerdy is going to bring out receipts, which is what I love about her. She's already posted receipts and text message screenshots and all of that on Instagram. So I can't wait to see how she handles the rest of it. And I'm just, listen, I don't know what it is, guys. I really, really tried to like Julia, but I think she just does too much. I don't hate her, but she's just not like my favorite housewife. I will tell you who is probably going to be one of my favorite housewives is Stephanie. And Stephanie comes next episode to the Real Housewives of Miami. We get her first episode in. We get to see her private plane. And that girl is rich. I told you guys all about her when I got to hang out with her at the Real Housewives of Miami premiere. I am so excited for her to hit the screens, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for all of you guys to get to meet her. Listen, 3 episodes in and we already have all of this drama. We have a whole season to go. Miami never disappoints. So we're just going to have to stay tuned and see what happens, because you know these ladies are going to be up to no good the next couple of weeks as the season goes on. And I will be here to talk about it. We got to head over to Atlanta, guys. So let's go over there real quick. All right, guys. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell you, this episode was absolutely insane. A lot of people have been talking crap on Atlanta. I have been enjoying it, with the exception of Fonica Eady. I do not like that woman. I do not ever want to see her on my TV screens again. And that's all I have to say about her. Okay? I do not like her. This episode was so good, so dramatic, like so much happened. Like, are you kidding me with Kelly's cooking class? And Angela takes Charles to Williams-Sonoma, which I love. Charles Oakley and Williams-Sonoma making waffles with Kelly from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I want to go to that event. So Charles and Kelly are cooking waffles. Angela and Phaedra. Who else? I don't even remember who else was there. Oh, Drew. We're all at this class, and it was packed. Like, essentially what Kelly said was she hosts these classes, and you can like buy a ticket to come and like do like these cooking classes with her. And a lot of people showed up. Especially this one man who at first I thought was a producer that went up to Angela and goes, "I need to talk to you off camera." And she was like, "What? Why?" And he's like, I'll tell you, like, off camera. I really thought that was a producer pulling her to tell her that, like, something happened with, like, a family member or something. It was so weird. Turns out it was just this man who works in a restaurant that wanted to tell Angela that he has seen Charles in his restaurant with another woman. Okay, sir, you are looking for a moment of fame and it ain't cute. It was like the worst possible timing. Charles was right there. I don't know how he didn't hear a word of what was going on. It was absolutely crazy that he did not, like, say anything. It was insane. Then Kelly's, like, working the crowd. She goes up to these people. They do a shot, and then this man cheerses. Oh, cheers if your name is Angela and your husband's cheating on you. Sir, again, you're doing the most. You will never be the type of gay that Real Housewives of Atlanta has had on their screens in the past. So stop trying to make a moment happen. It's not going to happen for you. You're a loser. And Kelly has him escorted off the premises and went right up to the women and said, like, I didn't know that man. I don't like that type of behavior or disrespect towards my friends, and I had him removed. I love the way that she handled it. What I loved even more was that Phaedra ran her ass to her car. She was, like, shimmying down the road, running to her car so she can call the girls, Portia, and tell them what just happened. I loved that so much. I loved it. She got in her car and called Portia, who was with Fonica Eady and Cynthia Bailey, and told them what was going on. Now, what I did not like about this episode was Phaedra's black glove fashion event. And what I didn't like about it was the way that Fonica Eady reacted to her altercation with Kelly. Now, this bitch literally goes below the belt with everything that she does ever. And you would think for someone who is so traumatized by something that happened to her that turned out not to be her, according to her own words, like allegedly, would maybe handle certain situations with a little bit more grace, but she doesn't. She is disgusting. Kelly and her get into it. Kelly is upset because Fonica Eady did not call her and reach out to her during or after she knew about Kelly's last divorce hearing. And it ends up not being Kelly's last divorce hearing, and her husband essentially ends up going to jail for failure to pay child support. Kelly's got a lot of stuff going on. And listen, I think Kelly is going to be a long-time housewife. I love her. I think she's such a great addition to the cast. Now, naturally, she's upset because Britt is supposed to be one of her best friends. And so when Britt shows up to the black glove fashion event, she says hello to Kelly, and Kelly ignores her, rightfully so. They get into it a little bit, and then Britt starts mentioning, sorry, I'm going back to calling her Fonica Eady. She starts mentioning stuff about, like, abortions that Kelly had while she was married, and, like, she just gets, like, real, like, in your face with it, and I don't like that. Like, she's not representative of, like, what a housewife should be. I don't like the way that she acts. Sorry about it. And listen, allegedly, she's suing Bravo for $20 million, so we're never going to see her on our screens ever again, which, like, thank God, because I can't stand her. So she just pops off at Kelly for, like, all of this stuff, and it is absolutely insane. And I love that all the girls were like, girl, what are you doing? Like, why are you going there? And Kelly is fucking done with this bitch. And I wouldn't be surprised if they never talk again the rest of the season at all. I feel like Fonica Eady may try to, like, have a conversation with her and apologize about something. I just, like, don't think Kelly will be receptive of it because she just seems so fake. Like, even after the stuff with Kenya and, like, the next, like, after she, like, had that moment with her talking about pistol whipping, like, all this stuff, then, like, she tried to bring her flowers and apologize. Like, girl, I think you're apologizing because you want to stay on the show, not because you actually mean it. I don't know. I don't like her. That was my thoughts on that. I wanted to talk about Atlanta real quick. I thought that whole entire thing was absolutely disgusting. What was not disgusting, what I loved so much, were Portia's son's pants that he made. Listen, Anna Wintour just stepped down from Vogue. Get Mr. President in there. Those cargo pants slayed. He killed it. I would not be surprised if he ends up in the fashion business. And you know what? Good for him. And her older son has such a great business mindset for being so young. Those boys are going to be very well off. Phaedra did such a good job with raising them. I love that we get to see them because it's so absolutely insane that they are as big as they are when they were born on Atlanta Housewives. I love to see it. I'm loving Portia being back. I absolutely love that she is back on our screen, so I'm so excited. I don't think she's going anywhere either. I honestly can see all of the ladies returning except for Britt next season, and I am completely okay with that. Even Angela Oakley coming back. Listen, Drew has never been my favorite. I like her this season. I like the relationship her and Angela have going on. I think it's very fun, and it like shows us a different side of Drew, because I feel like she holds back a little when she's with the other ladies, but I like her and Angela together. I'm liking it. Their reunion looks dropped at the beginning of the week, and they look good. The girls look good. I will say my best dressed is Shamia and Portia. I think they look absolutely amazing. Angela looks gorgeous. I'm not really a fan of Drew's. Someone sent me a meme of Phaedra's, and Phaedra looks great. But I'm going to show you this meme because it's so funny. Someone sent me this meme of a genie bottle with Phaedra coming out of it. Like, how funny is that for her reunion look? I love it. I'm excited for the reunion. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be so good. So just stay tuned, guys. All of this stuff we're going to talk about. I didn't even get to talk to you guys about Next Gen NYC, which we're going to cover when we get back in 2 weeks, because next week there won't be a new episode. It's the 4th of July. So in 2 weeks, we're definitely going to cover Next Gen NYC. It is a show that has truly been such an unexpected pleasure in my life. I love those kids. I saw an interview that Adrienne Maloof and Cynthia Bailey did on Jeff Lewis Live, where they said that they're trying to do a Next Gen LA, and they had reached out to Adrienne Maloof's boys, and Cynthia says they reached out to her daughter Noelle. So they're trying to franchise this out. I think it's such a good idea because there are Housewives kids all over the place. But Next Gen NYC is so good. Listen, Ariana Bierman, queen, icon, legend. She's so good on this show. Riley Burris, amazing. I love her. Listen, Georgia is such a kook. I think she is amazing. We're gonna get into it in a couple of weeks when we talk all about that show. But if you guys aren't watching, make sure you are. It's only a couple episodes in, and it is top tier television. Guys, next week is the 4th of July, so there is no new episode. But what is fun is that Summer House should start filming this weekend, and I cannot wait. It's such a good time of year. I love that everyone's coming back and we get some new people. We have Kyle and Amanda coming back. We have Sierra coming back. Jesse, Wes, Carl, Lindsay Hubbard. I think the only person we are unsure about is Gabby Prescott, if she's going to be in the Hamptons this summer. There's been no announcement made by her. I cannot wait to see all the boots on the ground things that you guys said about Summer House. Newbies, existing cast members. Like, I just can't wait. It is literally my favorite thing to see. So, guys, like I always say, my DMs are open. Send me whatever you want. Because I don't live in New York City. If I was, I'd be in the Hamptons, okay? But yeah, that's what I got for you guys this week. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your weekend, a week to come. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. And summer is here, baby. So there's shit going on all the time. So just enjoy yourself. Listen, if you guys have friends that like Bravo, make sure that you're sending them a link. and inviting them over to listen to the podcast and join the party. Make sure that you are rating, reviewing, subscribing, all the things. You guys know the routine. I will talk to you guys in a couple of weeks. Love ya. Bye.